My wife and I were married in 91. At that time, she was 32 years old. When she was 24, she had a brain tumor removed, which required removing part of her pituitary gland. She was told that she was physically and biologically incapable of conceiving. Well, in 95, my wife conceived our daughter, Hannah, and after that we tried to conceive other children, but it never happened. I started listening to Hurt and the Healer, I believe by Mercy Me, and by this time last year, the song became, in our house, what I called my song. And we could be watching television, driving down the street, or I'm just going in the kitchen, and my song would come on, and I'd have to stop everything, and everyone had to let me listen to my song. Around September of last year, my wife asks me, okay, fill me in, tell me why this is your song. I said, what's the third line of the song? It just speaks volumes to me. And she said, well, what's the third line of the song? Well, you have to understand the first word of the song. She said, tell me the first word. I said, why? Why? She said, okay, what's the third line of the song? Healing doesn't come from the explained. She said, I don't understand that, explain it to me. I said, well, suppose something terrible happened in our lives, a tragedy, and we're left grieving and mourning and anguishing and agonizing. Would the best message through an angel sent from the Lord make all that go away? She said, of course not. No, it wouldn't. Fast forward to November 10th of last year, my wife and my daughter, now 17, we're sitting at the kitchen table and we're laughing and joking and bantering back, and the laughing is just escalating higher and higher and higher. It's just an uproarious laugh. Well, my song came on. So they had plans for the day, and they left around noon that day, right after that conversation. And the next time I saw Hannah, 10 hours later, she was laying on a gurney in the mortuary in Jerome. On the way to their activities, her mother and she were in quite a horrific accident, and Hannah was actually pronounced dead at the scene. And so the last moments I had with my daughter was listening to my song.
Why? The question that is never far away. But healing doesn't come from the explained. Jesus, please don't let this go in vain.
And since then, all the questions run the gamut. Why? Why this? Why that? And the answer to every why question begets another why question. And you can never sort it all out. So I just hand that over to the Lord. And another one of my favorite lines in the song is where our humanity is overcome by majesty. You know, what in the world can overcome our humanity? Nothing. Right after the accident, my sister-in-law had called in and made a comment about the situation with my daughter, and then just moments following that, I called in and talked to Robert. At this time, I hadn't met Robert, and he went off from that, from her call and my call, and talked about, hey, folks, you know, we have to gather together as a family, and he kept using the word family, and that's the sense I get.